Hey everyone, Sarafan here, and today I want to bring my free-to-play perspective into exploring the different efficiency recommendations that will help you in any tournament or event that you choose to participate in. So with that in mind, this is going to be a how to prepare yourself efficiently on Raid Shadow Legends. You see, by itself, an event or a tournament is actually a combination of rewards based on different tiers of challenge that you have to go through. However, when a limited fusion is available, the game will hit you with a lot of events and tournaments together, and you have to go through them in order to complete this fusion. So the idea here is to showcase my preparations and my plans moving forwards into the fusion events for good atmosphere that has just hit the game. Let's go. So in a first look, as you can see, the banner is already showing us which of the champions, at least on the Epic side, we're going to be needing to complete this fusion event. Checking on the list with the schedule, with all the events and the tournament, we're going to see the rest of the pieces all random where and when to get them, which is going to help us to plan our event moving forward better and when and where to use our resource. The first step that I'm going to be taking here is to check where I am right now. So check this out. Right now I have half the epics I need. That doesn't mean that I have them leveled up. I'm actually working on them. But I have half the pieces I need for this fusion event, which is great. The next thing I should be doing right now is to understand which of the rares I need for the other two pieces. And this is going to be awesome because this is where the first recommendations take place. Do save any rare or epic champion that you get. It doesn't matter if you don't have any use, it doesn't matter the, let's say, the comments you get from the community, because the game is really clear when explaining you what you should be doing with those pieces. For example, let's say that I want to level up my Snorting Talk with this rare. When I try to grade, the game is telling you only sacrifice high rarity champion. This is from rare and up, if you are sure that you do not need them. The only scenario that I believe this will apply that I do not need it is that I already have 2 copies of this champion, which is not the case. So my recommendation here is be careful when the community, let's put it this way, be careful when you ask the community for recommendations on the polls that you get, because I have seen a lot of new players showing a poll they made with a lot of champions, and often the kind of answer they receive is that these and these champions are useful, the rest are food. And this is wrong, because even if those champions are not useful to you right now, like for example Snorting Talk is not useful in any way to anyone, the value of that champion is still yet to come. And fusion events is the moment where the value of those champions actually take place. So be aware of the rarity of the champions you get and do not food anything you get above rare. If you actually check my vault, you're going to see, especially on the bottom line, that I have a lot of rare champions. This is even more true if you are a free-to-play player. But even if you are not, if you're a player spending money on the game, you don't want to spend the money into something that you already get in your hands at one point. And with this, I believe that the next step I'm going to be taking is to check the tavern, because here I would like to check if I have enough potions. This is the other challenge. You see, you have to get your champions, but after that, you have to ascend your champions and rank them up. So there's a lot of resource involved that is not only energy. I have enough potions to at least level 2 of the epics, maybe 3. I will probably make some dungeons run right now after I make this video to get myself a little bit more force potions. But I understand that I will be running some of it during the week when they open. Shards are going to be my hidden card to prepare myself in case that I run out of energy to compete on any of the events or the tournaments, or in case I do not rank high enough in those tournaments and the champion reward that I need, I do not get it. You should be saving shards for situations like this, and if I will share you where I get my shards, the first location is always going to be the shop, because on the gem shop you can actually get special offers like this one, 11 of those, with the silver needed to open them. This is because I did open my gem mine to level 3 earlier. The other place where I get my shards are on the market, and with this you should be careful and keep this in mind that you will have available only 5 to 6, I don't remember the exact number, of ancient shards to purchase here for 200,000 silver. But this is going to be monthly, meaning that once you buy those 5 or 6 ancient shards, you're not going to see any of those again until the next month. And the other place is going to be the clan boss. The clan boss has been helping me a lot on getting shards, and this is something more accurate once you reach Nightmare. So I have been getting like 3 shards on weekly basis. Checking this out, we see a lot of dungeon tournaments. I believe we have all the dungeons covered. So my next recommendation is going to be pretty important, is that you should combine your missions, quests, and challenge into these kind of situations. Remember, we're talking about preparations you do beforehand, like saving your rare champions or epic champions, like saving potions, like saving gems, to have like this hidden card that will allow you to get more refilled energy or just small shards in case you don't get your champions. And in this case, this is going to be the combination you made of missions, quests, and challenge with the fusion event. So my recommendation here is do not rush your missions and try to hold them up for events like this one. It may not be a fusion event, it may be just single dungeon tournament, you see, whatever comes first, you choose. But in this case, the combination of all these dungeons is going to grant me at least 300 gems, and probably more, because I also have Fire Knight. I have this done already. I have a Spider Den. I'm going to have a lot of silver, a lot of shards to open. Wow, I'm going to have a lot of resources available. And this is going to be nice. This is going to be a fusion that I'm going to be completing with all the approach you should have, especially as a free-to-play player. And even when possible, if you can, try to save your quests. Like you see, for example, grade 2 artifacts to level 16. We are going to have an artifact enhancement event, and this is where it's going to take place for me. Now, the other preparation you should be making, and this is probably one of the most important ones, is you should not be upgrading any artifact to plus 16 outside of artifact enhancement event. You see, you're going to regret wasting silver outside of those events and tournaments and not getting the full potential of your silver. So in summary, the way I did prepare myself for this fusion, which is a combination of events and tournaments, I did save a copy of any rare and epic champion. I did save my gems, run on dungeons with different affinities, save my artifacts on plus 15, and I was saving up some missions and quests on, in your case you can even save some challenge, to combine them with this and maximize the amount of rewards you're going to get. Now, in case you want to go more in depth on the process of how to approach a fusion event, I'm going to be showing up my video right here on how to fusion on Raid Shadow Legends as a free-to-play player, where I did show up step by step how to approach a fusion as a free-to-play player. So I really hope, guys, that you realize that free-to-play players can actually be prepared for any kind of event or tournament that the game actually offers, and that you do not need to spend money on the game to successfully complete any of those. And I hope that the showcase I did of my preparations actually offered you some insights, some useful ones, on how to prepare beforehand for upcoming tournaments and events. Now, I will appreciate if you share me what you think in the comment section below. And remember to subscribe for more, help the channel to grow, and see you guys in the next one.